Okay, hello. I am back with a new one, and boy, have I got a real treat for you guys today. And just a little bit of a trigger warning. It gets a little gross sexually, not like X-rated or anything, but if that's just something you're even remotely uncomfortable with, go ahead and click off. Anyways, meet Frank Sinatra private chat. I found this guy on September 19th. And I messaged. I said, "Is this Frank?" He says, finally, today, he says, "Yes, is me." As you can see, he responded. We'll get to that in a minute. "Yes, is me. How are you doing?" I said, "Fine. Dude, I saw you in concert last year. I was surprised to find the crowd totally dead. This is amazing. I always play a necromancer in D&D, so I am absolutely floored. Okay, how long have you been my fan?" I said, "I don't know, since about 1996 or so," which I honestly thought that's when Frank Sinatra died, but I was off by 2 years. He says, "Oh, you are my biggest fan, and I will do a big something for you." I said, "Oh, and what's that?" "What do you need?" I said, "A romantic partner who isn't lame," just to see where he was going to go with this. He says, "Okay, send me your picture." So I said, "I didn't say you. I fear you'd be a dead romantic partner." He says, "Okay, show me your picture." And at this point, I accidentally sent the wrong one, so I quickly deleted it. And I said, "Wrong one, hold up." And then he says, "Are you the one?" And I thought he meant to the thing I had sent. I said, "The one what?" "I'm the living one." He said, "Okay, who do you want?" So I said, "Morton Harkett. I just don't think he'd be a dead lay like you would. There's still some life left in his bones." He says, "Really?" And I thought that might be where, he realized, oh shit, Frank Sinatra's dead. I said, "Yep, he's only 65, total daddy, and not a deadie. Do you enjoy the band Grateful Dead? I heard you were a deadhead. Jerry Garcia was a total pimp, but he's dead now as well." Man, it took a while for him to even say anything. He didn't even look. So I said, "Man, this conversation totally died." "Aw, Frank, did you die again? I thought it was an early Christmas miracle." So I sent him that, showing when Frank Sinatra died. I said, "You idiot. Y'all do no research at all. Are y'all really that stupid XD?" And I honestly thought that was going to be the end of it. Like a KFC, he doubles down. "Thumbs up. Am alive, okay." I said, "Oh, you are? Guess the entire world was wrong. Okay, you didn't die. Everybody got it wrong. You just ... faked it because Dean Martin scared you, right? That's what I thought." He says, "Yes." I said, "Well, ain't that a kick in the head?" Reference to Dean Martin. I said, "When did you decide to do that? Was it after that concert with Neil Armstrong? That's crazy." And if any of you out there should not know, which I expect that you would, Neil Armstrong, one astronauts that landed on the moon. He said, "Yes, you know me very well." I said, "You must have flew to the moon." Ha! And I said, "I particularly enjoyed that one performance where you raged in the cage and pissed upon the stage because there was only one sure way to bring the giant down. Defunk the strings of cemetery things with one flat foot on the devil's wing, you know?" And that's the song "Living Dead Girl" by Rob Zombie. He says, "Wow, I think you are my biggest fan." And I said, "There was a lot of superstition, fear, and jealousy between you and Dean, eh?" Which, if you had the album that Dragula was on, you would know that that's what is said on the track when you first play it, the song Dragula. I said, "Dead you are the one, exterminating sun, slipping through the trees and strangling the breeze. Dead you are the sky, watching angels cry, while it slowly turns, conquering the worm." He says, "Show me your picture. I want to see you, my big fan." And those lyrics, by the way, was Dragula by Rob Zombie. And I said, "But yeah, that shit with you and Dean, he wasn't very nice. I know he got mad about your relationship with Errol Flynn. So I sent him this picture. Lovely girl. She's an OnlyFans model. Pretty famous, not like super famous, but she's well known. But remember, never send him your real pictures." And then I said, Frank, I want you to dig through the ditches and burn through the witches and slam into the back of my Dragula winky face. He says, okay, do you want me? I said, I don't know, Frank. I have a daddy thing, not a daddy thing. Morton Harkett, that's a daddy. He's only 65. You're 109 years old. I mean, when you say you have a boner, you would mean it literally. Eh? He says, okay, who is your crush? Tell me, so that I will make everything possible for you to have the person. So I thought about it for a minute. I said, John Wilkes Booth. Nobody knows that, though. Don't tell. I need people to know that, like I need a hole in the head, which I expect anybody in America should know who that person is. And if you're not from America or you don't know, that is the person who assassinated Abraham Lincoln by shooting him in the back of the head with a Derringer. See, so I made a secondary joke there. And he said, just tell me anyone that you love, or do you have a boyfriend? I said, I did, or is he not good enough? He's a very prestigious actor. And then I said, well, if you can't get him, you can try Lee Harvey Oswald. He said, who is that? I said, Lee is just a dude. He responds, I can get him for you. I said, amazing. And I said, ha, I'm JFK. I can go without Lee. Get it? JFK? Just fucking kidding. Or John F. Kennedy, which, again, Lee Harvey Oswald, guy that shot Kennedy. I was just rattling off presidential assassins at this point. He says, I want you to be happy as my big fan. I said, I guess Morton Harkett will do. That man just gets better looking the older he gets. I bet you can bounce a quarter off his butt. I'd skydive naked from an aeroplane into bed with him. They'd have to kickstart his heart when I was done. Boy would be walking like a newborn giraffe. And every bit of that is true. Morton Harkett, gorgeous man. Had a crush on him since I was like 4. And he says, okay, do you want Morton Harkett to be your boyfriend? I said, I want him to be my daddy. He already is. He just doesn't know it yet. Spank me, daddy. He said, okay, you want him to be your daddy? I said, like I said, he is already. He doesn't know it, though. Why? You gonna get him to consent to being my daddy? I don't see how. I said, kickstart his heart. Give it a start. And then I said, my heart. And I sent a karate gif, which was a reference to Vince Neil totally screwing the pooch on the lyrics to Kickstart My Heart at a concert a few years back. And he says, okay, I will give you his Zangy number. And here's where I messed up. He says, do you have Zangy? I said, yes, I do. I was hoping to get his. He said, okay, send me your Zangy number. So I did. And then he said, how many people are you chatting on Zangy? I said, a few. Why? He said, show me. I said, it's actually none of your business, Frank. Do you want to know how many friends I speak to on the daily? And I said, nah, dead Frank. Won a gift card, Village Boy, and that was it. Because I assume he and his friends, probably, or his co-workers, got together and started looking to see if any of them had been talking to me. And I didn't want to deal with that. So that was Frank Sinatra. And yeah, I have that Bret Michaels one, which is done. I'm kind of debating on putting that one up because, my God, it was so boring. But anyways, enjoy and thank you for watching.